Good morning, Culpeper Baptist Church. I am here this morning with Virginia Stilwell. My name is Suzanne Dorsey, and we have been recording individuals in a series that's called Getting to Know You. This is just a chance for those of us here at Culpeper Baptist who hear the name, don't know the face, or sometimes you may see the face and say, oh my gosh, I don't know that person's name. So we're just going to try and close that gap a little bit with several interviews and Q&As with some of the members of our church family here. Again, this is Virginia, and we're just going to jump right in. This is just some candid conversation between Virginia and I, and I'm just going to shoot some questions at her, and she's just going to roll with some answers, hopefully letting you have the chance to get to know her. So Virginia, thanks for coming out this morning.
Thanks for having me on here.
Absolutely. So, hey, look, I just want to get started with this. You have the chance to say to anyone out there on the other side of that camera anything about Virginia Stilwell. What would you share with them?
Well, I guess I can just kind of talk a little bit about, my history. So I grew up as an Army kid and homeschooled. Went to college at University of Kentucky, and then went to vet school in Auburn.
Wow.
And I'm a mixed animal vet right now, so I do large animal and small animal.
Yeah.
And I recently moved here to Culpeper.
From
Auburn, Alabama.
Okay.
I guess it's been almost a year now because I was back in June. So sort of coming home. My family's kind of from this area, and my parents live in Manassas, so nice to be close to them again.
Yes.
So yeah, I have 2 dogs and a cat.
Okay.
And live on a farm.
So where do you work, Virginia? Tell us that too.
So
some people may need.
Yeah, our clinic has has 3 locations. We have one at Elkwood, one in Bealton, and one in Catlett.
Okay.
So,
And you're mostly?
right now, kind of everywhere.
Okay.
So we just get rotated around, day to day. Who knows where I'll be?
Okay. So look, Virginia, and part of the opportunities that this COVID-19 has created is that we have the chance to do these types of things, and actually we're seeing a need being met. So what are you learning about yourself during this COVID-19 pandemic? Tell us something that you're learning about yourself.
Yeah. So it's interesting because while I know everybody else's lifestyle and world looks different right now.
Yes.
My work really hasn't changed too much, and my life really hasn't changed a lot, other than kind of thinking, I need to, limit how much I'm around. I take non-essential trips and that kind of thing, but
Yes.
work is pretty much still the same. So I kind of have to try and put myself in other people's shoes and think about what other people are going through, as well. And so just learning how to see other people's perspectives. And I think, there's a lot of different opinions and things going on with the COVID-19, and people are reacting different ways. So kind of trying to I'm spending some time thinking about that and trying to see things from other people's perspectives. But yeah.
So that's Virginia. But now let's talk about the church and how we're responding to the COVID-19. Again, this is a result, these interviews and things, that's one result, but just share with me something that you see we're doing really well, something we could maybe pick up. So just share with us something.
I really enjoyed having the live stream services. I'm one who, I've always liked going to a church where we all worship in one service. So to me, to have that where I know we're all doing this in this one service, we're all together even though we're all far apart. And what's really amazing for me is this is the first time that my family has gotten to really worship, even though we're still worshiping together virtually, worship together. My parents and my little sister in Manassas, my brother and his wife, he's in the Army, and they're over in Germany. They tune in with their little new son, Titus, who we're all very excited to meet on this side of the world.
Yes.
Sometime soon, hopefully. And then my other brother, who's in the Air Force, he's down in Mississippi. And so we're all tuned in and worshiping together. Y'all might see us saying hi to each other or something nerdy in the comment section on the YouTube.
Yeah.
But that has just been so special for me. So how we're connecting as a church, and we're all, reacting in that church is not the building. We are the church.
That's right. That's good.
So
that's good.
to see that, and I think kind of something we're all trying to exemplify.
Yes. Okay. Hey, just for a second, because we got a little bit of time, but just for a second, share with us the relationship or how you actually. I'm not sure if this is what brought you to Culpeper Baptist, but share a little bit about Pastor Dan and how you, and I think your family. Just share that a little bit.
So I guess when I was a teenager, we lived in Charlottesville.
Yes.
And went to Spring Hill Baptist Church, where Pastor Dan used to be the pastor.
Okay.
And so he was my pastor when I was a teenager. I was actually baptized there. My dad did the baptism, but Pastor Dan was there. And so we had that connection. And then my dad served a year over in Turkey, an unaccompanied assignment, I guess 5 or 6 years ago now.
Okay.
And my mom and my sister and my little brother moved back here for that year. So they attended here. So that's kind of keep coming back to it.
Okay. This is just my chance to connect a little bit. So when I met Virginia, it was right here in the worship center, and when I heard her last name, Stilwell, of course, being small town, you go back and you're like, who? I know Stilwells. And actually, we found out that Virginia's father and I went to school. Had a couple of classes, because I'm nowhere near as brilliant as he is, but we had some classes together, and I know Wayne really well. And it was just, you just think about the circles that life brings us through sometimes. And here I am with his daughter. So that's my neat part. That's my neat story. Virginia, where are you engaged here at Culpeper Baptist Church? Tell us a couple of things that you're involved with, or.
So I'm kind of a workaholic, I guess. So I try I try really hard to be involved. I was going to the Culpeper every other week, and I really enjoyed, interacting with everybody there. So hi, everyone. I miss y'all, and hope y'all are doing great. And then I try to be involved with the 20-somethings group. Tried to come to the Bible studies that we had. So looking forward to where that's going to go in the future, and hope that I can be involved there.
So how'd you like that Bible study on Thursday night?
So I just got to poke my head in for a few minutes, and so I haven't actually listened to that Bible study, but I have listened to the first one, and the first session sounds really awesome. So I'm excited to listen to the second one, hopefully sometime this week.
So if everything goes as planned, are you going to be in the next trip to Passion in New York?
I hope so.
Okay.
I'm hoping to help kind of organize that and facilitate a group going there. So hopefully we can still get that.
That's good. That's good. So you mentioned the Culpeper, right? So just because some people may not know, just tell us what that involvement was out there, just real quickly, because some may not know.
The Culpeper was Culpeper Baptist, I guess, our extension of services over there. So we had a service there Sunday mornings for people, residents of the Culpeper, to come and gather and have a service. We'd listen to Pastor Dan's sermon, and we'd play some music and just have a little service and kind of have that the interaction of a church community in person there. So.
Okay. Virginia, anything else? I appreciate you for coming out. I know, right? This is good. I just want to thank Virginia. Thank you all for giving us a few minutes out of your day, sharing your time with us. Virginia, thank you. It's an early Saturday morning. As you said already, your schedule is chaotic, but you made some time to spend with us, and just to let some people know a little bit about you. Thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate it.